reviews I sent to you after.
Log in.
Yeah, because I look at Zillow quickly as I'm talking to them just to know if they're like way fucking off, or if they're just come back. Sometimes I find a lot of people will fuck with me and be like, "Oh, I want $2 million." Like, okay,
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
want, yeah, you're just fucking with me.
Are you able to see this screen right now too?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Okay,
So yeah,
cool.
so just type in the address, and then let it populate. Yep, and then click it.
Okay.
Cool. And then hit details,
Okay.
and then right there it's in hit comps to nearby listings, or comparables to nearby listings.
Maybe the
Just
chat
down a
is
bit.
covering it up. Oh no. Okay.
Yes, it's right. Yeah, right there.
Oh, right here. Okay.
Yeah, so they'll give you a rough one here too. Basically, what you want to do is, so do you see all the things on the side where it says date range and all that stuff?
Yep.
Cool. So we want to go that. So it's doing a year right now. If you have that little cheat sheet, um, you can do that. I like to start with 6 months though.
Okay.
So let's do like June
So this is okay. So then
21.
June 13th.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
oops.
So just, yeah, it's good to put the month up, or you can type it in.
6. Here we go. Oh,
Yeah, and do yeah. So click that, and then see on the tab. Okay, so now it says 8. So you should be able to just click left and right on those arrows too.
oh, right here. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, let's go to June. Yeah, there you go. Just click that.
Okay.
All right, so that's the last 6 months. Now we're going to want to go to, yeah, status is sold. Perfect. And what bedroom and bath is this?
This one is a.
I should say on Propstream too.
Oh, go back up to Propstream then.
Yeah, see, I've just scroll up a little bit.
Is it in here? Oh, so wait. So
Nope, just a little bit higher. Or it might be there too. Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like it is. Yep. So 3 bedroom, 1 bath, about 1,000 square feet. So yep. So yeah, the square footage is good. I would do, yeah, I would do minimum bedrooms on the side. I would do, yeah, let's do 3-1 to see how many we get back. So I always try to basically do, nope, so get rid of the one there. Sorry. So just press backspace. Yeah, sorry. No, so for bathrooms, like,
oh,
sorry,
gotcha,
yeah, no,
gotcha.
good.
I
3-1
gotcha.
that way.
Yeah.
Um, all right. So yep. So now this gives us a bunch, and these are all in the last 6 months. These are all sold, and it's within a half a mile of each other. So that's pretty close. If you're
Okay.
more familiar with the area, or if you get too many, like I said, you can, you know, the more you can like get it exactly like that. So like ideally, there's a house across the street with the same exact build that sold a couple months ago, and it's like the same exact house. And so really, that's kind of like the idea of it, is you're trying to get as close to that as possible. But you expand these the more you need to. So maybe like, oh, there's nothing here. We have a good amount to look from. But you'll see, if it like there's nothing, then you would basically just expand the square footage. You'd kind of go within 500 square feet, and then you'd go maybe check 2 bedrooms, or you'd go sold in the last year, or maybe a mile away. But like, do you know what I mean? It's like if there's no data here, but we have data, so that this is perfect.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah.
So
This is perfect. Okay.
So you can go here and then scroll down. Yeah, so these are all the ones that sold. And then so you have a good amount. So I would actually probably, no, so we did 6 months, so we're probably pretty good. Um, so you can see there's a bunch 225, 225, 95. So I wonder why there's a bunch. So those are single family duplex. Okay, so let's go back to, so go to the left side where it says property type.
Property type.
It's just one of the drop downs on like the right of the columns that we're doing. Nope, go back left more. Yep, and then a little bit to the right. And then it's put down, and yeah, go to property type and go to single family, and then perfect.
Okay.
Awesome. So this will kind of give you an amount, how long it took for some of these to sold. So 165 estimate, 95. So we got one for 225. So it seems like a bunch for 95, and there's still kind of a good amount of them. So I would go back even further and do like last 3 months. So let's change the date range, because the market's been so weird lately. I mean, it's drastically
Like
changed the last
September.
3 months. Yeah, so do September, and you'll see first. So this kind of gives you a better rule of thumb. So are we doing year built? Um, nope. So let's do year built too. That's a big one you want to do. So this house was built in 1965. So let's do 1955 to
1975.
19. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So just 10-year gap, see if we have anything there. So first, so it's kind of, yeah, still, I don't know why these ones sold for so much.
Such a weird spread.
Yeah, that's really, so I'm trying to usually figure that out. But you can usually click on and look at photos and stuff. But honestly, I'd add them together and then just get the average of both of them and put them at because it's the average, ARV's average comp value.
Okay.
But
So
yeah,
we
so I
get
just,
like the 120, 135, and the 135 would be a good
yeah, so the one, I think that one's actually yours. So I don't know if that
other
one,
one
oh,
too,
no, yours is up top. Yours is the top one.
right here.
So yeah, that one's good. So yeah, I don't, I'm guessing those. So let's click on the 121, and then see if you can right click on it. Right click on details and open a new tab so we don't lose this one. Yeah, so open link a new tab. And I'm guessing it might be these just weren't fixed up yet, and the ones that went for more were fixed up, but it's usually hard to tell. And then, so there's not really much on here. So investor did buy this. So copy and paste that address and put it into Google, and you can do this up at the very top.
Oh, right. Got it right here.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do Google search. Let's see what the Zillow listing looks like. So yeah, it looks like it wasn't rehab. Just from just guessing on the others, I can't really tell though. So scroll down a bit more. Now let's see if they have any like descriptions or any notes from the realtor when they sold it. This one less so I don't know saying anything, so you can go down a bit more. Yeah, so listed it 120 or sold it then. Yeah, they don't have any pictures. So let's do another one. See if we can find pictures. I'm guessing they just weren't rehabbed, and then the higher number is after they've been fixed up. If we can find that's accurate, yeah. So do the yeah, either one of the other ones. Sometimes they even have pictures right on here too. No, no pictures again. Um, yeah, so just copy and paste that one. Yeah, and see the Google search again. Yeah, okay, cool. And then click on the pictures. That's fucking Google Maps one again. I don't know why how these people are selling it don't have any pictures. All right, yeah, so just go down and see if there's any. I'm wondering if this is off market or something. But looking on the outside, there's fucking trash and shit outside. I'm guessing this was before it was rehab.
Yeah.
All right, so we see what that one looks like. So we at least have the two of them. So go back to one of the ones for 225 and let's see why they sold for so much. Because there's two, it's not like there's just one. There's like two of them that sold for that. So
Yep. There's this one right here, one below it.
and they're fairly recent too. So last 3 months.
Gotta move the chat window. It's blocking the search bar. There we go. That's wild though. It's two so for 227, man.
Yeah, it's fairly close. I wonder if it's neighborhoods or if it's I mean half a mile is not that far.
Yeah, that area is pretty
Yeah.
similar all across the area.
Yeah.
It's
Honestly,
not like one.
I'd go off the higher one. There's multiple of them. I'd just go based off the higher one and maybe just like when you actually go to list it, or when you go to find a buyer. So yeah, I mean there's two of these higher ones and the other ones look like they weren't fixed up. So
Okay.
it's weird that none of these have pictures though. And that's an old picture of that house too.
Yeah.
So, but check the last one more time just to see if, I am right. I'm guessing I am that it is just that those ones weren't fixed up and the other ones were, they had trash and stuff outside. Nice. It looks like the same one.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. That's
And I
weird.
grabbed the other one too, which is
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So they're
So okay.
different addresses. So I'm
Hmm.
guessing the pictures just aren't accurate. Yeah. So my guess is that they're fixed up. So I'd kind of run your numbers off this and just be conservative. But and then so do you know how to do the calculation after? So they say it's worth 220.
Okay.
And then yes, I just would go off those because those are pretty recent, and the other ones look like they just weren't fixed up yet.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. So like with this property, if it's not fixed up, go with like a comp between the 120, the 135
No, so you'd still want to go. So when you do your numbers, you want to do off what it's worth after it's fixed up and after like a
ARV. Yeah.
fix and flipper does it. So yeah, after rehab repair value. So we're
Okay.
gonna do yeah. So say it was 225.
Yep.
Do you,
ARV.
mhm. And then do you know have like an estimate for repairs?
No, I don't. But I can pull up some notes here real fast. So let's just pull up the notes that my team grabbed. Okay, from what I understand, it's
Yeah, roof done a couple of
um,
years ago. Remodeled the bathroom, updated the kitchen. So it sounds like it's in good shape. They didn't notate anything like crazy. So
yeah.
I'm guessing it's low. But I mean, it's so I'd go with low, and then I mean, obviously, you find out there's more when you talk to them. Just adjust it. Do you have that little cheat sheet in the drive that I sent you with like the rehab cost cheat sheet?
I might. I'd have to look for it real quick.
Yeah, I'll resend it to you after. But yes, I have. So I print it out and keep it in front of me. So mine. So if this one's it's under 1,500 square feet, so to be safe, I'd probably put 20K um, in rehab. I mean, just without really knowing about it, it's probably anywhere from 10 to 20K. I mean, if it really needs nothing, like the notes say, and they just remodeled everything, um, then it's probably um, good to go. But so yeah, I'd put so anything under 1,500 square feet is probably about like 20K or so, 15 to 20
Okay.
just to be safe. So you do, um, sorry, yeah. So you do the math to say it was 225, or you do minus or times zero point 0.7,
Hmm.
and then minus the 20K
225.
in repairs. And you probably on, and then so that's repairs. Then you want to do your wholesale fee, say it's 20 grand at least. So then 117.5, that's your max allowable offer where you're going to still make 20 grand. And if as long as we're right, which it looks like we are, that's how much people were paying. Looks like the pre-rehab value is pretty close to that on the ones we're looking at.
So to recap, we're starting at 225, then that times zero point 0.7.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 157.5,
Mm-hmm.
and then minus 20K, which
Yeah.
brings it to 137.
Yeah. So minus 20K for estimated rehab, and then minus your wholesale fee, which I start at least 20K.
So 117.
And then if you go anything lower than that, it's great. But like usually the highest I'd want to be is 117.5. Unless like we're really right there and I just want to get, especially if you're trying to get your first one, maybe you can come up a little bit. But that way you at least know, like, hey, this is ideally where I want to be. That way, even if you have to JV it, you're still making 10 grand.
Yeah. What does JV mean?
So JV and say we partnered up, say I have you get a deal, but you can't find a buyer. But and you know that I have buyers, I'm good at finding buyers. And then so we partner together. And then basically and then we split the wholesale fee 50 50 50 yeah 50 50. So
Okay.
I find the buyer, you find the seller, and then you split it. And then those are negotiable. I mean, sometimes you can tell someone like, hey, I want to do 60-40, or it really just whatever you can. But typically it's 50-50s, kind of standard, not all
Yeah.
the time, but
Yeah.
and then but yeah, so just for you basically you find finds a buyer. I wouldn't recommend never sign an exclusive JV agreement.
Yeah.
I've gotten burned by that because they're like, oh, I have buyers, and they didn't find buyers, and then I was just sitting there stuck. And then so yeah, I'd sign. You can sign. It's in the all the contracts and stuff I sent you, and I'll resend it to you. But there's like a JV agreement you can have them sign, and it's just a non-exclusive one. So if they find a buyer, you pay them. If they don't, whatever. But it gives them
Yeah.
permission to send it to their buyers.
Okay. Sweet, dude. That helps out so much, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I mean, like I was looking through the math. Then I found another like video on,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like find these properties within the area. I was trying to do that through Zillow,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, this is not working at all, and just ended up
Yeah.
getting like vapor locked. Like, okay, I need help. This way. Right now I'm wasting time versus actually making progress.
For sure. Yeah, once you figure it, gets easier. Like I said, just you do it a couple of times. But yeah, just use Propstream. It's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, that was way easier than
Mhm.
whatever I had before. So
Right. So you just do all those filters. Like I said, you expand or you contract if you need to, and you're trying to get the closest, tightest circle you can. And then just kind of about searching to see if there's like something funny, like big price differences and stuff.
Yeah, perfect.